Well, hello everybody on YouTube. Chris Campbell from Sega Science, and with a guest appearance from Jim Campbell, the old man. We are cruising to a new location for a fossil hunt with a gentleman I met from YouTube. Someplace off the Caloosahatchee, which I've never searched before. So this is all previously undiscovered country for me, brand new, with a gentleman named R.J. Reynolds, oddly enough. And no, I don't think he smokes, which is weird.
I do, and I should be home in bed now.
We left early. We're driving through some really interesting areas of Florida that I don't drive through too often. I'm a coastal guy typically, who I'll do some of the central areas like the Peace River and Joshua Creek that you've seen, but I've never been to this section, or it's been a long time since I've been to this area of Florida. Right now it's been driving through swamplands around, circumventing Lake Okeechobee, which is interesting. Now these little, basically I would call them shanty towns, just about small trailer parks, just widely dispersed in the whole area. We're leaving all that. We're getting close to a town named LaBelle, but we won't be making it to LaBelle. We're going to Ortona, which has a lock and a lock system there. We're going to be on the west side of Ortona with R.J. Reynolds and see what we can find. So join us on our journey. We'll see what we find. Hopefully we'll do something productive and come back with some big stuff. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the river. All right, we are here. We made it. It is actually quite a beautiful area right by the lock here in Ortona, and here's the water. It is quite nice, very beautiful out here, very quiet. We can hear the locks releasing water, which is a damn shame, but we're gonna go search the banks and see if we get lucky. So I'll introduce the crew. Ready?
Yep.
This is R.J. Reynolds. He's joining us on our excursion today.
Yep.
Let's see what little creek there? Is that just current?
Oh yeah. Kind of a creek. It rained its butt off over here yesterday. Or this morning, actually. When I was coming in, it was a lot of water standing on the road. They're still draining out.
All right, found this beach already. Very quick. Look at all this erosion. Just in case you guys don't know, erosion is where it's at. And this is perfect. We are going to spend some time here. Could be gangbusters, could be squat. Only one way to find out. We're looking at banks like this. Right? You have the light there. You see the different layers for geologic time as things layer out. All down to this really clay layer. This clay layer is what I'm the most interested in. I want to see just above this clay layer as you start getting into muck and away from clay into dirt and muck. This is where you're going to find stuff, in my opinion, from what I understand, going by past history and experience. But it's definitely worth looking along these areas as well, because there's clay here. Anywhere there's clay and then sediment should be a decent spot to look. So that's what we're doing. Looking along the edges for anything bone related coming out, and of course looking at the pile area where it's all come down for any kind of bones, teeth, etc. So that's where we sit, and we're just working these different spots all along the way. Maybe get lucky. What takes more than anything? Time and patience and the willingness to keep pushing on. So that's what we're doing today. Patience, time, push on. Okay, here we go. This looks like a bone to me, all right? See that color? They tend to be orange around here, so we're gonna get this bone out. Take a little, oh yeah. That is a tibia. Tibial head. Very nice. Hey, we are in it. Sweet. This is pretty cool. We'll do the reveal here. Here's some of these plants. This looks like mandible. If there's teeth in this, it's going to be gangbusters. No, that is, holy shit, that is a rib bone to a fucking mammoth. Holy Christ. Holy shit. That is fucking stunning. Wow. Yeah, I'm in awe. I just found a mammoth rib. That's a keeper. You know what? Maybe I'll do some more looking around here. Huh. Just pulled another big chunk of mammoth bone out. The head of this looks like femur. These are all chunks of the same bone that ends right there. And it's a big chunk, unfortunately, pieces of mammoth. And absolutely stunning. The only reason I say this is because the morphology of the joint back here isn't consistent with bovine, so my next choice would be mammoth or mastodon. Very cool. This place is gangbusters. This place is, you just walk along and run into a piece of fossil. There's a lot of big stuff here. If you're into mammal fossils, this is the place to go, because that's just a piece of bone. It's only a matter of time before we find a tusk, which tusks fossilize way better than bones, or teeth, which fossilize better than bones. Look at that here. Yeah, it's so awesome. Found a cool bank.
Yeah, we might not even be trespassing.
I'm pretty sure we are. But you know what? That's what fossiling is all about, damn it.
I see no signs.
Problem with this site is that it looks like this was just all stacked here. And there's some erosion, so there's definitely places to search, and I'm finding some fossilized material. But here's unfortunately what it looks like. This is some kind of fossilized bone. I can't figure it out. It's got limestone in it, so they probably dug this directly out of the limestone. So it could be manatee, it could be mammoth, it could be mastodon, who knows what it is. It's just a shard. But it's all broken up. And that's a shame, because I would like to find bigger things, obviously. But you find a whole lot of bad stuff before you find the good stuff. Walk along this beach that we've got here with a bunch of shells and what have you. Almost stepped on this beauty. Look at that. That is a nice mako. Just sitting right on top. In perfect shape. Beautiful tooth actually for out here. It's gonna clean up nice.
Been worn out some, but
yeah. Can't beat that. Nice. Not bad. All right, we came back to the original place we stopped because, damn, this place is gangbusters. It's everything you want in a fossiling ground. And it's already paying off because I found another big bone. But it's probably not a keeper, but it's still beautiful. So, figured I'd show you how it looks. Look at that, sitting there, bottom, big old chunk of bone. Look at that, that is a big bone. Too bad it's not the whole thing. Let's mess it off a little bit. Been around long enough, the grass grew into it. That is freaking cool, man. It's not big enough to quite tell what it's from, but it is beautiful. Set that right there and keep looking. All right, this is kind of cool. Look down, see this tortoise shell, which I don't keep, and then I see tiger shark tooth attached to rock, still within its matrix, right there. Yes, I'll be keeping that, and yes, I'm going to keep it contained within the matrix. And it's beautiful. Very happy with that. And of course, lots and lots of bone shards. Big boys. How remarkable this spot is. There's just big ass bones everywhere, and it's just amazing. All right, how much I'm finding. Shards and pieces everywhere, but this big piece here feels large and feels like it's deep. So I'm going to excavate it on camera. Find out how big it is. It feels huge. Oh boy. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Holy crap. I gotta figure out what this is, but it's ginormous. Wow. Yep. This spot is amazing. You can come out here with a team of people and spend weeks going through every last inch of this washout. Because wow, that was a big old chunk of freaking mammoth. Oh, man. If only I could find the tusk or the teeth. I guarantee they're in here. Just a matter of keep coming back as it erodes. Wow. All right, awesome. Look how much stuff is out here. Look at this. All shards of big animal. All big bones.
All right, to figure out what we found today, we consult the Bible, Fossil Vertebrates of Florida, because it's the most accurate and has the best drawings and best pictures. So, first thing I want to do is look at this bone. I said in the field that it was a camelid, and that would be more specifically an arteriodactyl. So we look at, like, in that same family, excuse me, the perissodactyls, that would be the same bone. It doesn't match, so it's not equid, which is a horse. So we go back to arteriodactyls, which include llamas and camelids, and we look at pictures of them. This bone here is called the cannon bone, and look at the surface of that. Look at this, and then look at this. I would say that is pretty damned accurate. And look at over this side, the C has less of a notch, the posterior notch that's here, whereas F does have that, and that is camelid. This is llama. So I was correct in my in-field assertion that this is in fact camelid, arteriodactyl. Gotta love it. Next one is the rib right here. See the scapula just above the finger on the thing there, right there. This section here and down. That is the scapular part of the shoulder girdle for Mammoth. And so is this. These are big articulations cut in half, so it's way, way smaller than it should be. Which means this is a very big bone. And it's even broken on this side as well, but it's a very large section. So that is Mammoth shoulder bone, shoulder blade. This looks to me like part of a vertebrae that's just bent, beat up, and not complete, unfortunately. And just been beat up. That really looks vertebrae. And of course, we find two wonderful pieces. Rib and magical, beautiful, lovely rib. Absolutely magical. What I'd like to do, I would really like to go back and that same spot and spend some time with some shovels, but that's going to be talk to the dude who owns that property, even though it's a creek washout. It's not always dry, so it's always good to talk to the landowner and say, listen, you got a bunch of mammal fossils here, specifically plenty of mammoth. I'd really like to skim off the surface and spend some time out here shoveling with 5 or 6 people and just skim it down, keep finding new fossils and new skeletons and see if we get lucky and find a tooth or a tusk. Otherwise, today was an absolute success. We had a really good time. We spent about 6 hours on the river, 5-6 hours. It was hot. It had to be mid-90s, 80% humidity. It was an ugly day. It was a beast, but it's a whole lot better than sitting home and not doing anything and not having adventure and not, trying something new. And going to different spots and new spots is the way to go. RJ Reynolds was a good dude. We met through YouTube, and real nice guy. We had a good time. It was a very great day out there. I really enjoyed myself. I will be back. Peace out. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to subscribe to see other fossil videos and foraging videos and science videos, click that button, subscribe. You have a good day. Thank you very much for watching.